Right. So next question. The application of techniques designed to establish the time for a qualified worker to carry out a specified job at a defined level of performance. So what is the answer here? So work measurement. Okay, so why not work sampling? Work sampling is a tool for, also a tool for analyzing work, but in work sampling, we will be able to calculate the amount of work content in terms of percentage of available working time, and also it can be used to evaluate the proportions of total time of work devoted to the various activities. Okay, so work sampling is recommended if time study is not possible, because time study is the most accurate method for analyzing work. Okay, so time estimate. So when you say time estimate, it is about time estimation. Assessment of the number of hours needed to complete a task or a series of tasks. So we avoid that in time study. We don't estimate time, we measure time. And time study itself is the structured process of directly observing and measuring human work using a timing device. So the difference of the definition of time study to work measurement is that time study time study's definition has the word timing device. Okay, wherein work measurement's definition start with the application of techniques. Okay, to establish time for a specified job of a qualified. So work measurement is the answer here. Next, the total time from the start to the finish of a time study. So what is the answer here? Find the keywords. So the answer is elapsed time. Okay? So because elapsed time is the time from start to finish of the time study. Okay? So elapsed time is the amount of time passes from start of an event to finish. Okay, that's why letter D, elapsed time is the answer. While let's define lead time. So lead time is the what? The time measured from the moment, for example, a client puts in an order to when the final product gets delivered. Okay, when the order is being made, okay, the time when the order is being made to the time where the product is being delivered. Okay, so or when the product gets delivered. So that is lead time. While the cycle time is the amount of time it takes to complete a specific task from start to finish. So just a specific task. Okay, so you can think of cycle time as the time it takes to produce 1 unit of item from beginning to the end. Okay, or to end. Lastly, standard time is computed. Okay, that we will be computing later on. So the answer for this question is elapsed time. Next question. It is a method of finding the percentage occurrence of a certain activity by statistical sampling and random observations. So what is the answer here? Work sampling. Okay. So what the keyword here is the statistical sampling and random observations. Okay, so the answer here is work sampling. So how about acceptance sampling? What is it? So acceptance sampling is also a statistical measure used in quality control. Okay, it allows the company or a company to determine the quality of a batch of products by selecting a specified number of testing. So the quality of the designated sample will be viewed as the quality level of the entire group of the products. So that is acceptance sampling. P-chart is one of the quality control charts, which is used to assess trends and patterns in counts of binary events over time. Okay, so P-charts are used when the subgroups are not equal in size and compute control limits. So P-chart is also known as control chart for proportions. While sampling distribution is a probability distribution of a statistic that is obtained through repeated sampling of a specific population. Remember that there are different sampling distributions. It depends on the collected data, how the collected data relates to each other. So the answer for this qualitative question is work sampling. Next question. One who is accepted as having the necessary physical attributes, who possesses the required intelligence and education, and who has acquired the necessary skill and knowledge to carry out the work in hand to satisfactory of safety, quantity, and quality. So what is the answer here? The answer is qualified worker. Why? Because ordinary worker and normal worker are synonymous, right? While best worker is not the answer, because you cannot or we cannot find any keywords here that relates to being a best worker. So the answer is qualified worker, because the definition pertains to a qualified worker who can do the job satisfactorily in a working setup. Okay. Next question. Elemental time values which are either considerably higher or lower than the mean of the majority of observations taken during a time study. So what is the answer here? Abnormal time. Okay, so why abnormal time? Because the keywords here are what? Considerably higher or lower. So those values are extremely far to the average values. So those are the abnormal time. While occasional time, foreign time, and effective time relates to those specific elements or variables in the time study. Occasional time relates to occasional elements, okay, for which we have defined while in the last slides. Also the foreign and ineffective time. So ineffective time relates to what? To time that are not productive, right? So the answer is abnormal time. Next, a distinct part of a specified job selected for convenience, for observations, measurement, and analysis is called, so what is the answer here? Element. So what is the keywords here? A distinct part, okay, of a specified job. So that what makes the answer element. Okay, how about activity? How do we find activity? So activity is a concept used in project management and is considered the smallest possible unit of work. Okay, and an activity consumes resources. So it is not a distinct part of a specified job. While time is the indefinite continued progress of existing and events. Okay, so it's not a distinct part of a specified job. Operations or operations are the business activities that a firm engages. So if when you say operation, it is the whole process, okay, or the whole process of a company, okay. So different processes of a company are put up together, okay, to form an operation. So the answer is element because it is a distinct part of the specified job. Next, an approach or technique for developing time standards that provides normal times for basic, generic micromotions that are common to many jobs. So what is the answer here? Predetermined motion times, or PMT. So what is the keyword? The keyword here is what? Micromotions. Because in PMT, it includes micromotions or generic micromotions that are common to many jobs. So while stopwatch time study is the most popular method of work measurement. So it was first developed by Frederick W. Taylor, right, before the turn of the 20th century. So it is employed for measuring the time taken by an operator to complete the work. While Terbilegs includes 18 kinds of elemental motions used in the study of motion economy in the workplace. So who invented Terbilegs? Do you remember? The husband and wife, right? Frank and Lillian Gilberts. Actually, Terbilegs is the opposite of the surname of those husband and wives. And work sampling, we have defined that in the other slides, last slides. Okay, the answer is PMT, or predetermined motion times. Okay, so we have another concept. So time study involves timing a sample of workers' performance and using it to set a standard. So we have formulas. Okay? We will use this in the computational questions. So standard time, first equation, standard time is equal to normal time, or NT, multiplied by the quantity 1 plus AF. So what is AF? Allowance factor. So this formula of standard time is used for if the allowance factor is added to the normal time. So watch out for this phrase, okay, in the problem for you to use this first formula of standard time. Next formula of standard time is NT, or the normal time, over 1 minus allowance factor. So we will use this formula if the allowance factor is said to be added to the total time. Okay, so take note of those conditions. And then we have the formula N is equal to the square of the quantity Z. What is Z? Z is the corresponding Z value for the desired confidence level. While multiplied to S is the sample standard deviation over E. What is E? Margin error or accuracy, multiplied by the averages of the data. Okay, so we'll use those formulas. And take note of these confidence intervals, or the desired confidence percentages, like corresponding to the Z value. If we have a desired confidence of 90, we have a Z value of 1.65, 95, 1.96, 95.4, 2, 98, 2.33, 99, 2.58, 99.73, 3. Okay, so take note of those formulas and equivalence.